Week 3 in October. It's gotta be a good week. Welcome back, friends. Outfit of the day. We've got a Buffbunny, like cropped, but with a shelf bra top. I love this. Expensive for what it is, but it's good quality and it's not gonna stretch out and it's gonna last. I love it. These shorts I have got to link for y'all. They're from Amazon. Speaking of Buffbunny, they're definitely a Buffbunny legacy short dupe. I like them more than the legacy shorts. They're way better and half the price. And then we've got Saint Dog coming in here being nosy, but we've got some Jason socks since today is October 1st. And as far as pump cover, we've got to do it right. Usually I wear this like out. I don't want to get it messed up. Y'all know I'll be taking it off at some point. But the Michael Jackson Thriller shirt, you'll ask all the time where I got this. Spencer's. Just don't head to the back, y'all. Don't head to the back and you'll be fine. Pre-workout essentials. We've got our PEScience stack with our creatine in there. Our Traveler from HYDROJUG is filled up. I'm doing 2.5 of those per day. Maybe a little bit more depending on what I want. I've got some Kellogg's Corn Pops, and I didn't put the Fairlife in there because my friend Danielle told me that it was cringe to see the milk floating with the spoon. So I'll spare y'all and just imagine the Fairlife is in there with the Corn Pops. I do that because Trey's school is so far away, and I wait till about 20 minutes after we leave before I pour the Corn Pops in there so they ain't soggy. You feel me? We got a banana and we've got an Applejack Pop-Tart with my water packets for the day. That adds up to 724 calories, 20 protein, 145 carbs to get us kicked off for this Tuesday leg day. 9 fat, 3 fiber. Y'all been very curious about why I choose for pre-workout. It switches up over time as well, and you can do whatever works best for you. I find sometimes that I need to switch it up for it to start working for me again. But this is serving me right now, and all that 145 grams of carbs gets burnt to a crisp as soon as I leave that gym. I'm just using it for a quick absorbent carb, quick energy to get me through my workout, and then we will fuel up with something better, which leads me into my post-workout meal. I've got it packed because I have a lot of UPS returns I have to do, so I want to make sure I start getting in that protein and restore those glycogen stores right after my workout. So I'll show you guys that once we get done with the gym. Good morning, friends. We have made it. Welcome back to a full week of bulking. Week 3. Can you guys believe we're in week 3 already? Like, time just be a flying by, whether we want to or not. So we got to utilize that time for whatever we want for our goals, right? I am here for a lower body. I thought I'd take you guys on different days than I did last week. I feel like we did do all upper body pretty much last week. I'm going to try to take you guys for mostly lower and one push day I think we got going on. Tomorrow, usually I would do a full body. Trey has a field trip that I'm going to be going with him to chaperone. It's in Mississippi. We're going to the Stennis Space Center. I've never been there, believe it or not. Like, I've always wanted to go. I don't think I've ever been there, so I'm excited to go with him with that. But that's going to be like a full day event. So I'm making tomorrow a rest day, depending, because they haven't sent me like the times that we're leaving and stuff. We'll see. I might get up and do an early morning. That's really not in the cards, not in the plan for me. I may just push that to Saturday, or I may just take 3 rest days this week. I'm not tripping and stressing about it, you know? We're going the fullest that we can on the days that we are coming to the gym. Really pushing ourselves, really going hard. I know a lot of y'all had questions about last week as far as like check-ins and weigh-ins and stuff. I'm not going to be like sharing that with you guys week to week as far as my weight. I don't think that's relevant and necessary, especially on a bulk per se. Of course, I'm going to tell you guys at the end how much I weigh and how much I've gained and all that kind of stuff. But my focus on all stages is not the scale, whether it be a cut, maintenance, or in this bulking phase for y'all. I don't want y'all to get hyper fixated on numbers. I don't want you to get hyper fixated on a scale, because there's so much more that matters, as you hear me preach all the time. So also, I mentioned in last week's video, I was like, dang, I really need to do an OG 2019 polka dot bikini side by side from now, because I have not done that. Like, why haven't I done that? I don't know, but I did it last night and my mind was totally blown.
totally blown. Like, I know, but when you put the picture side by side, it just blows you away. So that's why I always stress, guys, to take the pictures, take the measurements, because that is going to gauge your progress so much more than that effing machine that you stand on and you get so aggravated with, right? It's going to tell you so much more than that. And when I did those side by sides, I was shooketh. I'm telling you guys, even though I know it, when you see it, it just makes so much more of a profound effect. So let me pop them up for you. So if you're new, these are pictures that I took right before I started my keto journey. I was keto for almost 3 years before I finally snapped out of that, thank the Lord. No shade on keto. I mean, I would not change a bit of all that. However, we weren't getting to where we really wanted to be aesthetically. And I was kind of like spinning my wheels and not doing the things I truly wanted for my body, for my true aesthetic and personal physique, and building muscle that I need for my future granny body. Like, what was I doing? I don't know. Wasted a lot of time not working towards my future granny body with the muscle. These are 2019 pictures to right before we started the build 3 weeks ago. I will tell you guys that in the pre-keto photos, the polka dot bikini photos, I weighed 155 in those pictures. And in the pictures I took right before the build, I weighed 157. So there is a 2-pound difference between the pictures. But holy shit, the difference in the pictures speaks for itself. Like, I don't even need to talk about it. The main thing that I took away from those pictures, I will tell you, is first off, yes, the muscle difference is night and day, like craziness, right? That we've acquired over that time. But it looks to me like I got a breast lift and a Brazilian butt lift. Like, I was like, dang, gravity was really working against me about 5 years ago. Like, what was going on? And what would it be like if I would have continued to go down that journey I was on, and how my body would look and how I would feel, most importantly, because I was not feeling good in those 2019 pictures. I mean, that's why I started keto and trying to find a way on a health journey, because I was feeling like shit. I was having so much skin problems, if you go back and watch those videos, and I had those skin problems for a long time, and I was just feeling so bad, like all the time, like chronic pain, like my back was hurt, like all kinds of stuff. And I can tell you guys that all that is gone. All that is gone by me choosing healthier habits every day, by me showing up and putting in the work and acquiring muscle on my frame. But I was like, I promise you guys, I did not get any surgery, because, you know, a lot of people ask that all the time. Like, have I gotten skin removal surgery? Like, I show you guys, I have loose skin everywhere, stomach, arms. There's loose skin unless I get it surgically removed, because I was, if you're new, 230 pounds, overweight the majority of my life, stretch marks, all the things. But it looks like, it does look, if you look at my ass and if you look at my boobs, I'm like, dang, everything is like lifted. Dang, like what happened? That shows you what body recomposition can do, guys. If you keep showing up, if you keep making those daily deposits and putting in the work and being, most importantly, and I know you don't want to hear this, patient, you're going to see amazing results with your body over time by doing it the right way. And what do I mean by doing it the right way? Eating the best that you can with having the fun things sprinkled in, because this is life, right? And we need to have a balance of all things, not deprivation, not depleting an entire food group, balance, and showing up and putting the work in this gym and focusing on strength training to acquire muscle on your frame is going to have your body morph, transform into something that you never would have dreamed without a magic pill and without a snip. Like a craziness, right? Crazy to think that if you would just stay on the course and work hard, you can acquire what you want without taking, I don't want to say an easy road, because for some people it is not easy with making that decision, and it is needed for them. I'm not saying that, but you get where I'm going here. Y'all got to show up. Y'all got to put in the time. You got to be patient, and you got to keep grinding. That's what it's all about. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it, and it's not. And I know that it's not easy. It's not easy for me to come here 5 days a week, especially right now, and come to the gym and train for, I'm in here almost 2 hours with my cardio and do all the work things, wife things, mom life things. It's not easy for me either. It's not easy for majority of us. But if you want it bad enough, and if it's important to you, what do I say? You make time for it. You make time for it. And that's what we're here for. But thank you guys for pushing me to do those side-by-side pictures. Because again, it was perspective for me last night that damn girl, like, yeah, you might have had a little bit of bumps in the road on this journey since 2019. And if we would have did things differently starting in 2019, we might be, you know, a little bit ahead, but we are doing good. We're doing good. And I could not be more proud of myself. And, you know, I've mentioned this before too, you know, people think that you're cocky and you're full of yourself if you're talking about yourself or if you're posting pictures and things like that. There's a difference between being cocky and being proud. And you should be super proud if you are showing up daily and putting in the work, because let me tell you, you are the minority. You're the minority. So if anybody is looking at you posting pictures of yourself for being proud or talking positively of yourself for being proud, that's just a reflection on them and how they feel about themselves. It has nothing to do with you. It's just a reflection of them trying to portray their unhappiness and their negativity on you. So you keep posting those pictures. If they're making you feel good about yourself, if they're making you feel proud about your daily day-to-day and it keeps you going day-to-day, you're damn right you better post those pictures. You better get on stories and talk about how great your workout was and how proud you are of yourself and how you're feeling good in your clothes and how you love that outfit that you haven't worn in forever. You keep doing it and let all that other bullshit be bullshit and noise, because they got to work on themselves. That has nothing to do with you. You keep moving forward. That being said, girl, you're fired up in your own way, but we got to get in here. It's almost 8 o'clock. Lord of mercy. Let's get in here and let's go and dust legs. Y'all know my favorite time of the week is leg day. No, you know that's a lie. You know that's a lie.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the.
Lower body Tuesday complete. We got a lot to talk about. If it is loud with the air, I'm dying. It's 90 degrees. Where are you from? Why the hell doesn't Louisiana get the memo? I mean, come on. Like, whoa, I'm over it. I am over these hot temperatures. I tell you, me and a OG were just talking about how hot it was and was like, where's fall? It's October. I'm like, boy, I don't know. Like, bring it on. But what I was trying to talk about, I thought about it in the gym. I was like, girl, you went on an inspirational, motivational tangent squirrel moment and didn't really talk about what you were intending on talking about. So I was going to talk about the scale, where I was bringing up the pictures and all that stuff, because y'all were asking about check-ins and stuff. I will tell you guys that the scale was up like almost 3 pounds over the weekend. It actually goes up more after Sunday, and that's with me tracking all day, but I'm eating my full 2,800 calories. So there's that, plus not, you know, moving as much, getting my steps in. I've been getting a shit ton of steps, just letting you guys know, like way over what I usually do. I've just been super busy and active lately. But what I'm trying to say is that today when I got on the scale, all that's gone and I'm back to what I weighed in Saturday morning, basically. So you cannot let the scale going up, and like if you're gaining 3 or 4 or 5 pounds in a day, it's mostly your reaction to something you ate, not sleeping, like all kinds of factors can make that number go up. It's not body fat, it's water weight, water retention, and just doing what you do normally will make it go back down. I didn't do anything different. Yesterday, I ate my full 2,800 calories, and yes, I did go to the gym, but that was it. I didn't do any extreme cardio. I didn't slash my calories, any of that, and it all water weight dropped back down this morning when I got on the scale. So I wanted to mention that because I know the scale has such a chokehold on so many of you guys with the numbers and y'all getting y'all's head. Story time in the gym. Let's talk about this. And anybody that's watching, I don't think there are, but I do get some random passerbyers, guys, that will watch the videos and leave comments, but a lot of times silent. Every gym has one, right? A creeper in this gym, okay? And like, I don't say that lightly because, you know, a lot of social media can make everybody, all guys, and I don't like that for guys in the gym, like feeling self-conscious and feeling like they can't come into the gym or do anything because these girls are acting crazy on social media. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a guy that is legit. Like, even a lot of my OG guy friends in here, they're not fond of him either. All right, so reason why I'm bringing this up is I was finishing back squats, and today my hips felt a little tight with doing back squats. I was doing my last back down set. So I've done a million squats at this point, right? When I do my last back down set, it's the lightest weight, and they feel good, but I'm also dusted. Let's just say that. I noticed he was like stalking, watching me the entire time I was doing my back down set. I was like, whatever, dude, you know. And then he comes and approaches me afterwards and comes and gives me all kinds of unsolicited advice, is where I'm going with this. And sometimes, yes, it's nice to get someone's perspective on form, but for my guys, all right, this is my advice. Don't approach a female with all kinds of unsolicited advice unless she asks you for it. And the reason why I say this is because he's telling me all this kind of crap, things that I know as far as my form and stuff like that with doing back squats. However, if he would have told me that before I started, right in the initial doing my back squats, before I was doing my AMRAP set, that shit would have got in my head. Okay, that would have got in my head. And y'all know how not full of myself, proud I am for the progress that I've been making on back squats. I really have been working on my form, my stance, and I've been going up in weight. I've come light years, okay? And I'm really cognizant about all those things when doing my sets. But if he would have told me that before I started, I would have gotten my head, and the rest of my sets would have been trash because I would have been thinking about that and overanalyzing the entire time. So I'm glad he didn't come up to me until the end, but I think he got really pissed off at me because I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm aware of that. You know, I'm just shaking my head like, yeah, I know, I work on that. And he's like, well, you know, he's like really being aggressive with like what he's saying. And finally, I just like put my headphones back in I was like, thanks. And he looked at me like, oh snap, she doesn't really want to hear me. And another reason why I don't really take his advice to heart is because he's one of these gym bros that comes in here and lifts way heavier than he should be, and he's not doing full reps. He's not getting mind muscle connection. He's one that likes to drop the dumbbells, grunt, make a big scene, look at me. Like, he's that type of person. And there's always one, and he's the main one in this gym. Everybody else in here I absolutely love, and the gym community is so awesome in here. But I can tell you that a lot of the guys, they roll their eyes when he walks in as well. So again, there's always one. But where I'm going with this is that unless you are looking at somebody and it looks like they're about to like injure themselves, or if they ask for the advice, just let people do what they're doing in the gym. And everybody is coming from a different place, starting in a different place. Some people aren't coming in here, they're coming in here for the first time. That might be something that makes them not come again because somebody approached you and it was your very first time to come in the gym and they're telling you how horrible you're doing, and you're like, oh, I'm never coming in here again, I'm a failure. Like, you don't know how it can impact somebody with saying certain things, is what I'm trying to say. Y'all know I say all the time that it's never perfect, always a work in progress, always. But there's a difference between that and unsolicited advice and how it can affect you. And I just wanted to throw that out there. And for any of my ladies that are watching that are gym goers, comment below if you've had an experience like I'm talking about. I'd be curious to know how often it happens and what they said, how you reacted, all that. Converse down below. Let's all get it out and talk about it. So that being said, I've got my post-workout meal. Let me get it and show it to you before I have to go and get gas. We're running on fumes. I got to get there pretty damn quick. Post-workout meal, you know the drill. We got peanut butter and jelly overnight oats. I think I have something different on plan next week. I don't even know, but y'all, it's just so easy and it just serves all the things. 2 pieces of raisin swirl bread and my Profi right here. For a total, get the macros up for you guys, 826 calories, 51 grams of protein, 104 carbs, 27 fat, 10 fiber. I think I like this so much because it's easy, tastes delicious, the macros are on point, but it really helps with that fiber goal that I strive towards every single day. Oats is such a great carb source in any part of your journey. So if you're not incorporating it and you've been thinking about it, bite the bullet, do overnight oats, or just do like the 100-calorie oatmeal packets and add some protein powder to it, whatever. I've seen people add like protein shakes to it. That looks fire. So incorporate oats in your diet if you're looking to get more fiber and your fruits and veggies. I gotta head to go get gas at Sam's Club, and then I'm going to the UPS store, and then we're headed to the Hizzy. I've got lots of work to do. Workout was great. I hope that all came across the right way when I was talking about unsolicited advice. You guys, I hope it came across right and you understand what I mean by that.
Y'all know what time it is. Chicken and rice. It's chicken and rice time. Chicken and rice. We getting our chicken and rice. That's the new jingle if you didn't know for chicken and rice. Get sick of me. No, I think I have something different on plan next week. Aren't you proud of me? I have something different. This is definitely coming back because it's just so effing easy, y'all. And like on the cheap, white rice, chicken thighs. How freaking stupid, simple, and easy. And I know some of you guys are like vomit with this, but it's good, especially in the air fryer, y'all. And chicken thighs and not chicken breast makes a world of difference. And putting that sauce on there, chef's kiss. 440 calories, 37 protein, 46 carbs, 11 fat, 1 fiber. I've been spending some time trying to figure out, I get this a lot in the programs with just winging things, like people flying by the seat of their pants as far as their nutrition goes. And y'all, if you're in a fat loss stage, nutrition is the main driver of fat loss, okay? Yes, it's important to move your body, but that's gonna be the main thing is what you're putting in your mouth. And it's the same for any journey. Tomorrow, I would normally do full body, like I said, so I already had my entire day filled, but since I'm not working out, I needed to change some things up as far as me being away, try to figure out meals and snacks and stuff that I'm gonna be packing because we are gonna be going to Mississippi. We're gonna be a little bit farther. So I already have overnight oats and all that prepped. So I'm definitely gonna eat that for breakfast, but I had to adjust and add some snacks and things like that. So just know that if you have your entire week already tracked, it's easy for that day when something like this comes up or just something spontaneously, life be a life-in, you can easily adjust at that point instead of being like, oh my God, I haven't even tracked, what the F am I gonna do? It's an easy way to adjust and move forward accordingly. Okay, phone calls, notifications, dang. Dinner time. Tonight's dinner, we're doing tacos and we're using ground chicken. And you know what's disappointing is when you go to weigh it up and it is like 15.3 ounces, supposed to be a pound. Like you paying for a pound and you don't get a pound, especially in today's age with grocery prices, makes you want to give someone a knuckle sandwich. You know what I'm saying? We got real salt taco seasoning and ranch in there. This is Waylon's favorite meal. We haven't had him forever. And he specifically has to have it on the crunchy taco shells, not a tortilla. He is not a tortilla man. So all I'm doing is browning this up like you would just regular beef. Got fresh corn. I'm going to take the husk off. I put a little bit of the nonstick on there with some seasoning, probably the garlic Asiago. I'm almost out of that one by McCormick. I need to see if they still have it at Sam's or get it on Walmart. Air fry this for about 20 minutes. Flip it at 10-minute mark. I think that's what I usually do. So I got 3 ears. I cut them in half. I spray them with the nonstick, like I said, and then this is the seasoning. I got to restock. It's so good on green beans, all veggies. I recommend eggs too. Put a little bit in a bowl, and what I do is I just dredge it on there and then pop it in the trusty air fryer. Here's our Taco Tuesday plate. We've got the 3 crunchy shells. I've got a serving of the chicken taco meat. We've got some of my taco yogurt dressing, avocado, reduced fat, cheese from Walmart, shredded lettuce, a piece of the corn for 561 calories, 37 protein, 48 carbs, 27 fat, and 7 fiber. I don't know if I told you guys, but we have Waylon's first official game for fall ball, so we're headed to that. It is 6:08. The game starts at 7:20. So even though I'm not really hungry right now, I've been starving. We'll talk about that later. I've got about, I don't know how many grams of Frosted Flakes, 40 grams of Frosted Flakes. I'm gonna add, can y'all see in the background, we're watching Addams Family Values. If it's blowing up, don't get copyrighted. We've got 40 grams of Frosted Flakes. I'm gonna do a cup of the Fairlife 2% and eat that on the road. So I will see y'all on Thursday because tomorrow is Trey's field trip. So looking forward to that. I'll let you guys know about it on Thursday for either a leg day, another leg day, or push day. I haven't decided if I'm gonna flip-flop them.
There we go.
Come on, Waylon. Good job, Waylon.
Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. We've made it. Fit of the day. Amazon crop top. You know the drill. Laundry piled up. I mean, real life around here, y'all. Friends, got cakes in. We've got the Buffbunny cross waist and like this eggplant color. I'm here for it, but y'all, I swear, this shows how old I am. But every time I put these on, I think of Barney because of the purple. Like it's giving Barney, not quite Barney vibes, but almost there. Eggplant, that's what we're going with. And then we've got Michael socks, of course. Pump cover is a Cheshire Cat one from Target. I absolutely love this shirt so much. I love the colors on it. And it says we're all mad. Love that. Hey, you supposed to go outside with Bubba. He's waiting on you. He's waiting on you. Better get out there. The usual suspects, but tell me you are on a health journey of some sort. I say this every time. Look at the liquids. That is just ridiculous. We've got our 2 travelers, pre-workout, post-workout Profi. I got post-workout meal, and this is the usual suspects for pre-workout. And again, I'm not going to put the milk in there, so I don't want to trigger my girl or anybody else that was getting triggered by the spoon in the milk. So let's pack all this ish up. We got grocery running day, hence the reusable bags, and let's get it.
Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. We have made it to the gym. There's like hardly anybody here. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is for the gym schedule lately, but sometimes you roll up and it's like hella packed, or it's not. You walk in, all of a sudden it's like, and that's why y'all haven't seen me film so many clips. That's why I didn't film so many clips on Tuesday, because this gym was like so packed. And I've mentioned 1,000 times, it's so small in here. We are on top of each other. I had a couple of you guys ask me like for a gym update. When are we going to? Don't even ask, okay? Our gym owner, he is like procrastinator the house. I don't even know. We were supposed to be in the gym this past summer. And now he's talking, he originally said maybe around this Christmas. Now they're saying next summer. I don't even know. So you guys will know when I know, because right now it don't look like we're ever gonna get there. Yesterday we had Trey's field trip. We went to the Infinity Space Center in Burlington, Mississippi, and I'd never been there before. I don't know why, but it was pretty cool. Trey had a really good time. It was awesome. It was awesome to be with some of the other kids in his classroom. It was only one other kid that came in his classroom, and actually like meet them and get to know them, because y'all know Trey is nonverbal, and it's so hard to not hear about his day and stuff like that. So we only get communication through his teacher. Like, she's awesome too with writing like how his day went, like all the things. But it's hard not to be able to be like, hey bud, how'd your day go? And him tell you all about it, you know? But seeing his other peers like that lets you have a little insight on how his day goes and who he's around and that kind of stuff. I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it. Y'all know he is my heart. He is my whole world, and he's my motivation for being here. Like, I say that all the time, and I don't know if people believe me or not. I really don't care. But I'm in here to build my granny body, because y'all were blowing me up on Instagram with the picture I posted of Trey, and he's taller than me. I'm 5'6", just to give you reference. I'm 5'6". The boy is 11, and he's probably got 2 or 3 inches on me now. He wears a size 13 shoe men's. My husband wears that. He's 11. He's 11. He will be 12 in December. Like, how does this even happen? How do they grow so fast? But how do they grow so big like this? Lord of mercy. Waylon's going to be big too. I just have big, tall, big kids. It's that Burgess gene. I'm telling you, all the men on that side. Besides my father-in-law, my late father-in-law, he was the runt of the family. But they're huge. They're tall and just big guys. I guess the gene is strong, I'm telling you. But I'm here to build my granny body to be able to take care of him as long as possible. Like, he's gonna be with me until I die. All right, I know that. I want that. Like, I don't want to put him somewhere, you know. I want to be able to take care of him as long as I can. Like, I think about it all the time. Somebody else taking care of him and not taking care of him right. And it just breaks my heart. Oh, I'm gonna cry about it. It just breaks my heart. I want to be the one that takes care of him, and me showing up here and building my strongest self is going to ensure that, for me to be able to be flexible, to be able to bend over, pick up, all those things that nobody thinks about until they get to that certain point where they can't anymore. I'm not doing that. I am being preventative and all the things. Y'all know I go and get my mammogram every year. I get my blood work. This showing up daily is me being preventative for my future body and taking care of myself now, but also taking care of myself for when I age. And I'm doing that for him. I'm doing that for myself, to take care of myself, because I'm a priority. But I swear, y'all, I think about it multiple times a day. Like, if I weren't here, it would just kill me for somebody else to be taking care of him and not taking care of him the right way. Y'all know how this world is. I mean, we want to try to think of all the positive, but there's so many negatives and so much bad out there. And as far as taking care of people with a disability, y'all know how it goes. So it's like, no, I mean, I want to be 100. I want to be 100 and him be living with me and me growing old and we just doing our thing. And that's the goal. And I'm not trying to get depressive on y'all, but those are things as a mom of a child with nonverbal autism that I know I'm going to be his caretaker and I want to be his caretaker. Those are thoughts that go through my head on a daily. And I know almost, I would say 98% of the people that follow me either have a child with autism or a disability or has somebody in their family. So this is something that definitely touches us all, right? So by me sharing my feels, it's always me sharing no matter what in hopes that it helps somebody else and knows that they're not alone in whatever situation that they're in. Week 3 feels for the build. We took off yesterday, rest day, because of the field trip, and now we are back. I was gonna do legs. Usually I do legs on Thursday, but y'all, my legs are on fire from Tuesday. I was like, there's no way we are hitting legs, because I'm like walking around, talking about my granny bod, I'm walking around like a granny yesterday getting on and off the toilet. Like, it was, struggles were real. So I was like, you know what, we're flip-flopping. We're gonna do our push day today. We're gonna do legs tomorrow. So that's the plan. And I'm just gonna do 4 days this week. I'm not stressing about hitting the 5th one, a full body day. We'll get back on the horse next week with getting back in the swing of things and the schedule. I am tired. I will tell you guys that. I'm just feeling kind of tired. But also what's odd about that is that my sleep has been next level. My sleep has been on point. Like, y'all complain so much about getting up throughout the night, not being able to sleep. And I feel that way when I am not eating enough. When I'm in a cut, I'm up like 3 or 4 times a night peeing. I'm light sleeper. My sleep is trash. I will tell you, by not eating enough and not fueling your body adequately, your sleep will suffer. So that's why people in a cut always say, try to prioritize your sleep. Just get into bed a little bit earlier, because it's going to suck regardless, but let's try to make it suck a little bit less by not self-sabotaging ourselves when it comes to the sleep. But when I have been in this maintenance phase, but especially since we started the build, y'all, I've been sleeping like a freaking rock. I don't get up throughout the night at all to pee, which is unheard of for me. Unheard of. I at least get up once a night. No, ma'am. For the past 3 weeks, it's like I hit my head on the pillow and I do not do anything until that alarm goes off, and I'm like, damn, I was out. And my watch reflects, like, my sleep score has been off the charts, which I'm happy for. Like, I need that sleep. You need the sleep to be able to recover, to come back into this gym and be even better, to build muscle, to lose body fat. You need adequate rest and sleep. So I'm so glad that that's happening, but I'm still kind of tired. Make that make sense. All that being said, man, we got a lot of feels going on. Is the shark coming soon? No, the shark's not coming for like another 2.5 weeks or something, but I feel super emotional. I was listening to a country song and it was talking about time. I don't forget what the song is, but you know, there's many of them like that, country songs. And it was talking about time passing and growing old and all this. I was like, all the way to drop Trey off, and I was like, change it. I can't even listen to the rest of the damn song. I'm like getting all of my feels today. What is that happening? But let's get in here. Let's hit push day for bench. We don't have as heavy as a weight. It's one of my lighter sets for this week, and then next week we're gonna be pushing hard. I'm kind of nervous about that for next week, but that's another day, another time. Let's get it.
coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the.
Friends, we made it out of a push day, and your girl was talking all that smack about being tired, and I legit feel like a She-Hulk. I feel like a Hulk. I don't know if it was the rest day, what's going on, switching up the push day. We might have to rearrange the days next week and see if that makes a difference, but holy, I felt so freaking beast in there on push, and usually push is like the weakest for me. Chest, shoulders are always a struggle, I feel, for everybody, right? Shoulders are like, but we finally got 3 sets of 10 on the Smith overhead press at 55 pounds. Now, that might not seem like a lot for some of you ladies, all right? Y'all killing it out there. Kudos to you. But everybody's different as far as the weight is individual to the person. And I have been struggling to get 3 sets of 10 on 55. It's been like 10 the first set, but then it's always like 7, 8, 6, you know, for the next sets. And I got 3 consecutive sets of 10, and they felt good. Like the last few reps should always feel hard. The toe tapping gets me through. Like, I don't know, for some reason the toe tapping, I like focus on that versus the pain and the heavy weight. It gets you through. Whatever works, y'all. And I got 3 sets. So next week we're gonna attempt 60 and work our way up from there. That's what it's all about. I got a lot of people that ask, like, should I focus on switching up my workouts like every 6 weeks, every 8 weeks? And the answer to that for me personally, you guys, is no. I don't change my workouts but every 12 weeks, and even then it's not by much, especially for legs. Like, I keep the same exact shit on plan for legs, I feel, because you don't need to go crazy with legs. Like, the basic works for legs if you are really focusing on the mind muscle connection and really focusing on lifting heavier or adding more reps to it with progressive overload for all things, but especially legs. So I don't switch it up every 12 weeks. I will be switching my build workouts after 12 weeks because I have some other targeted areas I want to work on before we get to that little maintenance phase and before the shred for sure. So I want to make sure I incorporate those exercises for another 12 weeks before we start all that. So 12 weeks is the sweet spot for me personally. I know some people like to do 8 weeks and they like the different variety in the gym. It helps spice it up. It keeps them coming here. And if that's the case, then absolutely go for it. But if you don't care about that, keep your same crap on plan for 12 weeks and focus on either the weight going up or the reps going up to progressively overload will get you results. I got a text message while in the gym. Trey's teacher requested something, and since I'm still in the area, I was like, yeah, I'll come by and drop that off. So I got to go to CVS, go pick that up, go drop that off, and then do my grocery run-in. My post-workout meal is the same thing I showed you guys the other day. 2 slices of bread, PB&J overnight oats, and my Profi. Same exact calories I told y'all. I had that yesterday as well since I already prepped it. Did that on my rest day to keep things super simple and not have to worry about what I'm gonna eat on a rest day with the kind of not unintended field trip. I knew it was coming, but I didn't really like track things in my tracker, but made it simple with just keeping a lot of the same stuff on plan. So I'll see you guys at lunch, but you know, it's boring chicken and rice. I promise. Y'all tune tune in for bulk week 4. I got new, what am I doing? I'm like, hey, y'all tune in. I'm like, girl, like my arm is shaking. That's why it's like, so I apologize to you guys. Next week I gotta have different breakfast and lunch. What? Like, your girl is finally switching things up. I know. If it weren't for you guys, I'd eat the same-ish on repeat. But I'm actually looking forward to next week's lunch because it's something like that I personally wouldn't have thought about, like, really. But when you put it together, I'm like, damn, that's gonna be fire. So I'm gonna talk about that next week and how I got inspired with that lunch combination. But I got a lot to do. I need to quit talking. I gotta get gas, gotta go to Sam's Club, gotta go to Aldi, all the things. Thursday is my busiest day. I gotta edit the video that you guys would have saw last Friday. So I need to shut up and go do all the things. So I'll see you guys at lunchtime. But I hope you guys are killing it. Show up, put that deposit in, guys. That's the biggest piece of advice I could give you is stay consistent. Try to check off as many boxes as you can and keep moving forward. You can't ever look back. You can't do nothing about it. Update, I was able to do my grocery hauls film, put the food away, edit the video that you guys saw on Friday, the full day on a rest day. Go watch it, show it some love. I feel like Friday's videos don't get the love that they deserve. They get overlooked because everybody's like, weekend, I don't even know about you. So if you watched it, thank you so much for taking time to do that. Give it a thumbs up, show it some love. Same with this one as we're talking about it. And I've got no time, we've got to skedaddle. And I'm just like back and forth. Thursdays are a whirlwind of a day. And y'all, I forgot to even tell y'all, our local fair is in town, hence why you're going to see things be a little different tomorrow. Not really, but the boys are off, including the hubby, for school tomorrow. They get off for parish fair, parish, not counties here. And we're going tonight because tomorrow it's supposed to be a washout. It's supposed to rain. It's looking kind of rainy right now, but so far it's held off. So fingers crossed it does. We're going to take them. My sister and my brother-in-law may meet us there and go to the fair. So if I can get some clips, I will. And it's going to be a late night and I have an early morning. So I'm right with you. I'm right with y'all. Don't think that your girl's got it easy because I'm doing the same exact shit as y'all. Chicken and rice. All right, let's see. Macros: 492 calories, 38 protein, 57 carbs, 11 fat, 1 fiber, 1 1/4 rice, 6 ounces of chicken thighs, and a serving of the OG jalapeno ranch. Get off Amazon, y'all, while you can because it's gone. You got to get the new ones and it's more macros. They always be tripping, trying to sabotage us. Meet this on the way to go pick up Trey. Finish up my long list of things that I have no time to do. You know, again, I relate to you guys out there. Eat dinner and skedaddle to the fair. That is the plan. Tonight's dinner is leftovers we had this Monday. This is the Crockpot chicken and gravy. I will link it down below. It's super easy, delicious, really great macros on it as well. I have it over a cup of rice. Y'all know I prepped that. I've been using it for all the things. And then this is a serving of the broccoli in a cream sauce from Aldi. It's 80 calories. I would not purchase again. I know, shocking. I mean, the sauce is okay, but I like the Green Giant one way better, or just making your own with broccoli and your own cheese sauce. That was so expensive for what it is and not the best. So very disappointed in that. And I can't say that about most Aldi things. So it hasn't happened a lot to me. Y'all let me know if you've tried it and you liked it, if you picked it up. 512 calories, 39 protein, 62 carbs, 11 fat, and 3 fiber. Make this. I mean, it's Crocktober after all, right? We're trying to use that thing as much as possible. Well, due to rain, we didn't go to the fair tonight. We're gonna try to go tomorrow. It's gonna be a crazy day tomorrow. Stay tuned, friends. So I've got my dessert. We've got a piece of the butter bread from Aldi, and I'm about to drop it. And Saint's right under me like, please drop it. I've got a full serving, which is 28 grams of the thicker than a Snicker. I've been loving this. It's like over halfway gone because I've been having this on repeat. I think I had cereal with you guys the first night. I've been flip-flopping the cereal with the Fairlife and then the bread with the American Dream of whatever sorts. 210 calories, 11 protein, 19 carbs, 12 fat, 3 fiber. We're waking up normal time as we always do, even though they're off of school tomorrow, because your girl's going to get a workout in. We've got lower body number 2, got a grocery pickup, and I got to skedaddle back home. Hubby has a job to do, so I have to be home by a certain time, so hence why I'm getting up at the early time, even though everybody here is going to be snoozing. Must be nice.
Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. Everybody's asleep. What time is it? Everybody's off but me. It is 5:59. I've been up since 5:30. Fit of the day. I keep it easy on the second leg day as far as basic, okay? I've got the Arola Influencer shorts on. I really love these. They really make your glutes look the best ever in your life. Even if they're not, they make them look so good. We've got a $5 foot long. Y'all remember Subway commercials? And now Subway's like, nobody goes to Subway anymore. $5 sports bra. It was originally like $15. I got like 4 of them. I was influenced on Instagram by somebody. They're not my favorite, but I don't mind wearing them under a t-shirt is what I'm saying. They're supportive, but I don't like wearing them alone. I don't like the way they look. So I've got one of those on just to keep the tatas in check. And of course we've got our Michael Myers t-shirt from Marshalls or Ross, I'm pretty sure. But I've been wearing like a t-shirt and shorts in my Converse dupes on this leg day, and it's been chef's kiss for mainly killing my quads. This is the day that it's like got all the devils on the agenda, and it's a struggle, but we're gonna get through. So I'm gonna go eat my pre-workout stuff, and then we're gonna head that way. Again, everybody's asleep, so I'm eating in the semi-dark.
Hello friends, we've made it to the gym. It is pitch black and it is 20, like there goes the light. And it is 20 minutes to 7. I hate this time change. I hate this part of the year as far as it getting like dark earlier. And I hate it. I like the springtime, the lighting and stuff better, but I like this time of year better. Y'all know this is my time of year, but I hate it getting dark like super early and it being dark early in the morning and then still like almost 7, it's still dark. Not gonna lie to you guys, I'm pretty tired. I'm trying to get pumped. I'm listening to some tunes that usually like get me cranked and going, but you're not always going to want to come to the gym. I've mentioned that 1,000 times. Like you cannot just rely on motivation. You have to rely on the discipline to do the daily things all the time. Like it's not always going to be fun. You're not always gonna want to do it. The initial part of a journey is gonna wear off. Like the fun part, the new, all that kind of stuff is gonna wear off and it's gonna get old sometimes. And especially for my newbies that are just doing this, just letting you guys know, like that initial new, that initial excitement, that will wear off real fast. And I think that's what I saw in my program for the shred. Like week 3 is notorious for being the worst week for everybody. And I think it's because after the second week, most people are just over it. They're over it and they're like, okay, I don't know if I really signed up for this. I don't know if I want to really follow through with this. And they start going back to old ways. But you have to rely on that inner beast. You have to rely on that discipline to do the daily things. I can assure y'all, contrary to what most of y'all may think, I do not want to do the daily things most of the time. I don't want to necessarily drink water all the time. I don't necessarily want to hit a protein goal. Look, it's so much easier just to eat carbs and fats, right? But that's what gets you in a predicament. I don't necessarily want to do cardio in here today. I don't want to do any of the leg exercises that I'm about to do. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to do any of it. None of it. But regardless, guess what I'm doing? I'm doing all those things. Regardless if my mind tells me that they're hard, regardless if my mind tells me I don't want to do it, I am in control. Not my inner voice, not anything else. I'm in control of my life. I'm in control of my future. I'm in control of my destiny, and I'm driving this ship. I'm running this, and I say what's important. I say what boxes we're checking off. Not anything on the outside, not any inner bitch voice. Moi. I'm the one doing this. So we're here at 6:45. We're gonna go in here and freaking slay it, even though I don't necessarily want to. I'm kind of feeling like this week 3 for me, talking about week 3 for the shred, week 3 for the bulk is just feeling kind of a little run down, a little tired. But doing my exercises in here this week, they have felt beast mode. And I've mentioned every single week thus far, even before we started the bulk, just eating more. My workouts have been insane. They've been awesome. And you've got the energy, you've got the fuel to do it. So use that to your advantage, because when you're in a cut, it is a struggle to come in here and progressively overload. It is a struggle just to come here, period, and lift anything. And you start to feel weak. That gets in your head because you've been going beast mode, you've been strong, and now all of a sudden you feel like a weak ass bitch. All the parts of the journey, guys, are a mental effort in some way Not one is easier than the other. They all have their own hard and they all have their own struggle. But the point is that discipline wins, and we're here to be 1% better each and every day. That all being said, enough procrastination from myself. We got a time crunch because we've got to be home at a certain time so the hubby can skedaddle and do what he needs to do. I got a grocery pickup at 9 o'clock. And like I said, it's about 6:45. So motivation, no motivation, discipline, kick this girl's ass so we can get this done.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want. By thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
Your girl is a sweaty mess. I cannot wait to go home and take a shower. I'm probably gonna take a shower before we eat our post-workout meal. It'll be a little bit later than I want, but I got to shower. I feel like a pig. I feel so good but disgusting at the same time. Y'all understand if you work out. Holy smokes. Okay, so the Smith machine was taken the entire time I was in there. Now I'm in here like 2 hours, okay? By the time I do my warm-up, my mobility, stretching, actually do all my sets, and then do my 20 minutes of cardio that we did today, a little less than 2 hours, and the dude was on the Smith machine the entire time. Like, kudos to him. Like, I'm not, no shade at all. He's a beast. He's getting it done. However, y'all know my feels about setting up your shit on a machine and then going off and doing another machine or doing something else. And he was doing that. He was doing like a whole circuit thing, leaving the Smith machine vacant for like 10 minutes at a time. I'm like, dude, just do everything on there and then go do that. I hate that because somebody else could jump on the Smith machine is what I'm saying. And I'm very cognizant with that thing because there's only one in this entire gym. All right, it's not like Planet Fitness where you got like 4 or 6. It is one. So I'm like, dude, but it was fine. And actually when those things happen, I find when I do alternatives to the same exercises, I actually like them better. So we did RDLs over in the actual cage, like where I do my squats, and they felt so good. My range of motion was so much better than on the Smith, and I feel like I'm gonna progress really good, and I felt that my muscle connection way more than I did on the Smith machine. So I'm happy I did them there and excited to progress on those. And then we did split squats, which I couldn't film because it was so crowded over in that area where I was doing them. But those felt way better too, not on the Smith machine, just doing them regular on a bench like I did back in the day with a kettlebell. And I'm gonna try to really progress and just hold one kettlebell or dumbbell at a time instead of 2. And then my girl Kelsey J Fit, I see her all the time doing Bulgarian split squats with holding like a stick for stability in your other hand. And I'm definitely gonna do that so I can progress on those with heavier weight and not worry about stability or like, you know, balance and stuff like that. Will definitely help. So thanks Kelsey for that tip and post it in your stories, girl. It definitely helps. But man, Feeling so fire, so good, and so glad that that was the last session of the week. Ready for these 2 rest days. Even though we took an extra rest day on Wednesday, I'm just really trying to push as hard as I can in here while we have the extra fuel to be able to build as much as possible. And looking in the mirror, I'm like, gosh, and I was, speaking of Kelsey, I was talking to her yesterday, and I feel like that it takes forever for me personally. Everybody, and that's another thing, guys, your genetics play a huge part in what body parts are going to grow faster, which ones are going to look more prominent, dominant than the others. It depends on genetics with a lot of this. Even though you're really working at specific areas, it may be faster or slower depending on your genetics. So for me, I feel like my upper body is definitely dominant and grows way quicker than my lower body. Does anybody else feel me out there? Or you're like the total opposite, like your bottom half outshines your top and you're trying to really grow your upper? But for me, I'm like, little stumps, please grow. Like, please grow little stumps. Please put on some mass in those hammies and in those quads, please, please. I feel like I'm quad dominant. Like my quads are always like showing off, but my hammies and glutes, it takes a lot for me to try to put mass on them, and I'm really trying hard, but it's like, dang. And my upper body on lower days is always like, you know, and I'm like, please shut your mouth, sit down, it is not your time to shine today. We're trying to work this lower body. The struggles are real, but we're putting in those deposits, we're putting in that work, and that's all you guys can do. And the main thing is to be patient with this. Growing muscle takes time, and when I say time, I mean freaking years. And I know that's not what you want to hear. You want to hear that you're gonna gain all your glutes overnight and you're gonna be bootylicious overnight. I'm sorry, that's not how it works. I wish it did. We would all be really happy walking around this planet if it worked like that, right? But it's gonna take consistency, discipline, and you putting in the work and doing all the things as best that you can on those check boxes to be able to get towards your overall aesthetic goals. And remember, guys, the main reason why we're doing all this is not for aesthetics, it's for health and longevity, okay? So when you get frustrated with yourself because you're not seeing what you want on the scale, you're not seeing particularly the gains or whatever you want in the mirror, remember that by you putting in the work, you doing your cardio, you doing your training, you are extending your life significantly, which means way more than what is flashing up on a scale, number one, and way more than certain aesthetics, okay? Us being the healthiest, strongest versions of ourselves to be able to have the longest life possible is the main goal, period. So when you're having those negative thoughts in your head about the scale and about aesthetics, remember the main reason why you're doing this, and that's gonna get you through. And when you are getting through and making those daily deposits, then the scale and the aesthetics things are just bonuses that will happen if you are consistent and trying to put in the best version of you each and every day. That being said, y'all, I've got to skedaddle. It is 9:07. Hubby is waiting. I gotta go pick up groceries. So I will see y'all after I shower and post-workout meal, which has not changed. So boring, I know. So I lied to y'all. I haven't taken a shower yet. It's 10:04. By the time I got the groceries, film them, put them away, your girl's next level is starving. So I'm like, I've got to eat before we hop into the shower, even though I'm feeling funky and gross. It is what it is. Peanut butter and jelly overnight oats, 2 slices of swirl bread, and our Proffee and our Beetlejuice cup with a sandworm. Y'all been asking on Instagram. I got this from Walgreens this year. I think it was like $14, a little pricey for what it is, but it is so freaking cute. I had to have it in my life. 826 calories, 51 protein, 104 carbs, 27 fat, 10 fiber. About 1:45 at lunchtime, we got a cup of rice, 6 ounces of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, Hellman sauce, 440 calories, 37 protein, 46 carbs, 11 fat, 1 fiber. Okay, friends, we're going to my Momo's to go visit for a few minutes, drop off her present for her birthday, but we are fit checked for the fair. I had it tied at first and I was like, too country bumpkin. I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling the baggy 90s vibe. Got a Revolution bra from Buffbunny on it. I wear it all the time, like not to work out in, but
like stuff like this. I absolutely love it. We got choker, we got hoops on. I mean, living our best 90s life right now. And we've got some flare leg jeans from Wally World that are so comfy. I think they're looser now than they were when I was a smaller weight. Just saying, body recomposition is cray, but I'm here for it. And we've got some Shein boots because it's been raining all day and I wanted to wear some other ones, but I don't want to get them dirty. So I don't mind getting these dirty. So that is the fair 90 fit, but I can tell you guys I'm sweating, so I might just be walking around with my sports bra on by the end of the night. I don't even care. But before we go, I'm gonna eat because it's already 4:15. Gonna go to my momo's. I know I'm gonna be there more than 45 minutes and I'm starving. So we're doing the mac and cheese meatloaf. I made this Wednesday. I don't think you guys saw it. That is a serving for the macros I'm about to tell you. 623 calories, 47 protein, 57 carbs, 22 fat, and 2 fiber. It is so freaking good. I will have it linked down below. If you haven't made this, make it. It makes a ton too, and it freezes awesome.
Oh, rebound. Look at this, guys. He's a champion. Yeah.